Hello and welcome. Today is Monday. I am Teresa, Crafty Grams. Today is Monday. The Mondayest Monday I have had in a while. So I never had any plans for what to do today. So welcome to today, which is turned into Monday Mayhem. That's all it is. Monday Mayhem in the craft layer. I was going to refill my glue bottle because I can't really tell how much is in here, but I'm pretty sure it's not a lot based on how light it is. Yeah, I can just barely see some in the corner there. Yeah, so anyway, but my bottle that I refill from is clogged up. And I can't get the lid off of it to unclog it. And my son-in-law has my pliers. So, yeah, things are not going at all well for my craftiness this day. And then by the time I got calmed down enough to figure, I'm just going to stuff this journal I have already nearly finished, I forgot that I wanted to ink everything in a softer color than the vintage photo. So yeah, this is all getting a bit grungier than I had planned. But as with all plans, you know what they say, men plan, God laughs. So he's having a big old belly laugh up there today. That's okay. It's all right. Everything's fine. This is all fine. It's fine. So, yeah. So this is all the ephemera that came with this kit from Rach and Bella Creations, which is what I am using for the first start to finish journal project of the year. And if I finish doing all of this chaos, then I will stuff it. However, I am not holding out much hope for anything else going according to plan. I am like literally hours behind when I normally would film. So, not film, record. So, record. Yeah, we record these days. We don't film. So, anyway, yeah, it's just... Ooh, Mayhem in the craft layer on a Monday. The Mondayest Monday I've had, certainly this year so far. But, hey, life goes on. Oh-blah-dee-oh-blah-dah. So, yeah, just gonna have a quiet little ink and chill. See, this I reinforced, well, not reinforced, but I put coffee dye paper on the back of all these bits of ephemera so that the, so the backs of them are not stark white. And you know what happens when you glue, especially to rumpled up coffee dyed paper, the glue does not always make sufficient contact once we cut it out. So yeah, I'm dealing with that. And again, I think my glue is coming very close to the end of the bottle. I'll have to get my son-in-law to visit me this evening if he is done with my pliers. Well, even if he's not, he has freakishly strong fingers. Well, he is just freakishly strong anyway. It's just kind of crazy. But anyway, he will be able to release the lid. That is, of course, if I remember that that's what I need of him this day. Why do I keep saying this day? What's wrong with today? I don't know, man. I just don't even know. Oh, and guess what? I just realized I did not plug in my microphone. Let's do that, shall we? Okay. It's a Monday. So that happened too. When I went to plug my microphone in, I stopped the video. Because it's Monday Madness. Monday Madness, Monday Mayhem, Monday all day. So, yeah, we're just gonna, sit here and ink and think about what kind of bling I want to put on these tags. Oh, and in the book itself, if you will recall, I had a giant gap between the two signatures, and I was puzzled what to do there. And Cindy, Scrap Brat, suggested some sari silk. Well, of course, I don't have sari silk that I thought would be an appropriate color, because the sari silk that I have is either bright pink or purple. I don't have any that's like a white or bone or ivory or anything that I could, justify using with this softly colored cover. Especially since I put the yellow, what's this stuff? Trim, lace, whatever you want to call it. So, what I had done to begin with was take a piece of this, this paper and just put a strip down it. But I found this lovely yellow velvet and added that. So I think that's quite nice. And what I will try to do is put some kind of beads or something on this. I have some slider beads, but I think they're alphabet, so I don't know. But, that's later me's problem. So yeah, these are sitting on top of it. I guess I'll go ahead and ink them up. So some of these things, there's a lot of things to put inside of envelopes in this kit, but only a couple of or pockets, I mean. There were two, corner pockets is what I call them. I don't know, they're triangular shaped, and they're already in the book. And then there was a coin pocket envelope, which is also already in. It's just paper clipped in. So yeah, and then these big tags have ovals instead of circles, so that's been a bit of an issue for me in trying to finish them. One of them I just put I did put some sari silk in and added a couple of rosettes from that, that trim that everybody probably has. That's the little rose clusters or flowers. I don't know if they're all flowers are roses to me, basically. They're either roses, tulips, or lilies. See these things. This, I just glued that to that sari silk for that nice big tag. So yeah, and then there was one piece of ephemera that was the library card, so I made a library card pocket, and I probably put that in there before the glue was dry. I'll fiddle with that later. So yeah, and then these tags have just the tiniest little bit of, I don't know, a whole outline, but it's very tiny, like seed bead size. So I've just been kind of pretending that's not there until I figured, like, I haven't poked holes in it or anything because I just don't know. And this corner is wild. Okay. So, yeah, you know, just stuff and nonsense, really. So I guess this will be my Friday flip through this week. Not much going on in the world of the crafty grams or the regular grams. I am both, that's me. I am crafty grams and I am grams to my grandsons. Yeah, oh, they had a lovely, wonderful time in the snow yesterday. AJ, who's almost 2, this is his second winter of being alive, as my daughter puts it, and also the second winter we've had snow, so she's convinced that it's all magical just for AJ. Okay, sure, whatever. But, you know, you could also say that this winter snow was there for my younger grandson, who's almost a year. So, you know, he could be the magic one. But I'm not going to tell her that. And don't any of you tell her that either. But to me, they're both little, just perfect little angels. Miracles and angels all on their own. But yeah, they have. I love that my kids can do stuff like that together as adults, as you know, because it was like, you know, one son called the other and said, hey, you up, you getting ready to go play in the snow? Yeah, we're getting ready to head up to Gwen's because she has the most open space, flat area in her yard. Everybody else has trees. So yeah, they went up there and built a, well, roughly, we use the term snowman roughly because he also has, you know, pine needles and leaves and, you know, basically yard debris. He's a yard debris man. And of course all of their dogs had different opinions on whether snow was magical or gross and cold and yucky. So yeah, my dog, of course, she took 3 steps out the back door and rapidly turned around and said, no, fetch no, we're going to do this later. So yeah, later on when there had been some sun on the front yard of our house, that's when she decided she would go outside, but only out the front door, which is usually a giant no-no because, you know, it's right on the street. And yeah, I just would rather her not. But yeah, so she did her stuff and came right back up to the house. She was like, Mama, this is just a big old fat no thank you for me. So she's a dachshund mix, so she's, you know, a heat seeker. She wants to be under the covers and burrowed and hunkered down when it gets cold. And she is the stealer of the covers. Like if I have a blanket, I have a heated throw that I put on the top of the bed for my feet mostly, because my feet are always cold because of this autoimmune disease. But anyway, so I will find her cuddled up on top of it, and then eventually she will just, you know, arrange it how she wants it, because obviously she thinks it's hers. So yeah. So I still end up wearing socks all the time. Clearly, Penny rules the roost around here. She's the boss. Just ask her, she'll tell you. Okay. So let's bring this gal, whatever, over. Let me cover that up before I put that pretty yellow ribbon right in it. Okay. So let's see. I have this that I put something in. And then I used a couple of those, these one sheet wonders that I had done. I haven't put anything on the top of that one. And this was just very distressed with, I guess, coffee dye, maybe just water. I don't know. Water, even just water gives paper a lovely wrinkly quality to it. There's one of the corner pockets that came with the kit. There's that lovely idea. Thank you, Cindy. I made this pocket with, you know, the coordinating paper. Oh yeah, here's the coin envelope that came with the kit. I just put a piece of, I don't know, some kind of something inside the flap. This is a clip slip. That's a paper clip, yep, covered with a clip slip, which is, as far as I know, it is a Tracy Fox Love Junk Journal on Etsy. That is her creation, invention, whatever. They're printables, and then you DIY them according to instructions, and of course embellish them to your heart's content. But anyway, that's what that is. And so yeah, there's another one of those. And these are just distressed. They're distressed. Okay, so let's see. Let's start with one that I know can be drama-free. So I like to put an even number of ingredients, embellishments, whatever, in each signature. So there's one there, two. I don't know. There's a corner pocket somewhere in here. Isn't there? I thought there was. Yeah, there's one. So that's 3 there. 1, 2, and 3, 4 there. So I need to put this in the first signature somewhere. This is not going to be like a fully loaded journal because I don't want to put too much. I don't want to cover these pages up, which I know sounds silly probably, but I feel like putting stuff on them will make it feel kind of chaotic. So I've been trying to just stuff the blank with the coffee dyed sides. So that will basically cut down the amount of stuff. And I am just going to glue this down. Ooh, here I go, thinking I have all the glue, but I don't. I do not. I just hope I have enough to get through the video. Okay, and then I have these these fussy cut flowers. These are from Artsology. Yeah, Artsology fussy cut flowers. And they're just really good sizes. And then I can put a word on there, and it looks completely done. Yeah, I know. Keep telling me. Let me get some words. Or some tags. Maybe let's do some little tags. I have lots of tags. As does everyone probably, because tags are very easy to get carried away with. Yeah, and that never happens. Pulling out the first thing and using it, no, never happens. But there you have it. Excuse my sniffles. So yeah, I hope you all survived the whatever extent of winter weather y'all got. It mostly melted yesterday around these parts, but then that makes it just that much more dangerous, like this morning, because it froze overnight. So all that melted snow, which was, water, froze, and ice is much more difficult to navigate than the snow, because you can at least see the snow. Black ice is just black dangerous. Let me get the words like I said I was going to when I was distracted by labels. Okay, so words. I don't remember who these words are from. Oh yeah, arthology. Look at me being so clever. I'm more clever than I give myself credit for. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? This is why our craft rooms get so easily disorganized, is because we pull out everything we need for a specific task, which is, in my case, like half my craft room. And then it all gets piled up around the workstation. So ideally, in an ideal world, I would have everything visible. I like to be able to see what I have. That way I feel like I'm more inclined to use it. But I also want it to be easily accessible, that's the impossible part. Because not everything can be within arm's reach. So that's why we're always arranging and rearranging and organizing and reorganizing, and yeah, that's yep, that's what happens. That is what happens. So it's all no craft room, in my opinion, no craft room is ever completely organized, because the minute you have it organized, you're gonna want to change something. You're gonna find something or some area that's too far away that you forget about frequently. I mean, it's just a thing, right? It's just a constant thing. It's ever changing. Yep. That's one of the constants in the craft world, is that, you're going to want to change something sooner or later. It's just the way it is. It's just the way they say it goes. feel like I need something rather significant size on here. Let's see what I got. I don't think these are all that large size. I mean, obviously you can print them as large or small as you want, and I usually don't print them very large because then I struggle to use them if they're too large. So yeah, that's me, just, you know, difficult. Just difficult. Let's see what's in these. This is a different Etsy store. These are Green Witch Designs, and this, whatever this is that I'm seeing the back of, looks like it's a rather significant size. But is it really? What is it really? And that is actually quite cute. So yeah, we're going with that. Green Witch Designs. Uh-oh, now I can't get them back in the packet. Well, okay, it's gonna stay that way. And I do think I'm going to put a label behind it, or a tag, or something from this collection of stuff. There's so much stuff in here, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, I'm liking that. Give this a little zoom around. Yeah, okay. But that's how you hide all the imperfections of your fussy cutting. I mean, that's why I do it mostly. Yeah. So, okay, I'm going to get my glue stick out for this because I don't really need to use my not art glitter glue. Oh, why did I do that first? Because this is a sticker. Because that's why. Because this is already a sticker. Doesn't mean I'm going to be able to get it. And there we go. Now, we can stick that down. I always feel like it's upside down. It just doesn't matter. But I'm pretty sure I'm right because there's a bunch of stems. Alright, now do we need a word or a bird? Bird, 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 bird. I got this in Happy Meal. I could put that. Of course, cut it down to, you know. Let's do that. Let's do that. Come on. It's going uphill just a little bit too far for my liking. That's better. Let's put that in my little trash can. Honestly, I worry about me. I worry about me. Okay. That's rather nice, I think. Okay, so that's in the front. We've got to pay some attention to the back signature now. These bits left from the backing paper or whatever. Sure, why not? We can make that a little impromptu pocket. Yep. I have no idea if that's anywhere near the center of that pocket. Close enough. Close enough. Is just cute with her little pink bonnet, which is why I put the pink bow up here. Looks like the strings from her bonnet. Okay, that was way easier than the last one on the front. Okay. Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. Yeah. Stay. I guess I should put something in this, but I don't know if there's any ephemera. Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. That's clearly small enough to go in there. Okay. Now I need to make a decision about what to do with this. You know, I might just put a piece of bling up there. I might just do that. Get my bling sticky thing box here. thinking. I know you can hear the wheels in the brain turning. Now, that's something that I know I use a lot, so it is quite handy right down there on the shelf beside me. Let me get this hole puncher. Let's see if those will fit through there. Ooh, that made a yucky sound. It's okay. It's okay. We'll forgive it because it looks quite lovely. Okay, now I'm just going to stick this under here again. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, there's that. I wanted to make a belly band. Along those lines, I think I will do that. I don't know why I wanted to make a belly band, but a horizontal belly band, that's what I was trying to think of. That's the word I was trying to think of, horizontal. Just gonna zhuzh this around, knock back some of the bright white. Okay. Yeah, I know, I'm really pushing the limits of this, what remains of my liquid glue. I need to remember to not ink over the pages because I have a hard time with these things. They always leave crumbs. And it angers me because I feel like it shouldn't do that. I really feel like that should not happen. I have these nice little greenery, I guess they're floral, I don't know. Anyway, these labels, printables, from, I have no idea who they are from right at the moment. It's an Etsy shop that's new to me, and I cannot remember the name. Of course, I will link it in the description because that's the right thing to do. And I think I'm just going to leave that rather plain like that. Ooh, you know what I need to do? I need to stop, like, squirrel everywhere. But I am what I am. I think I'm just going to put a little tidbit of something there, like that. Like that. A little pink mustache, I guess. I don't know. Dadgummit. I guess I should turn it off, huh? Turn off the sound. I think I did. I think I turned off the noise. Oh no. See, it's just freaking Monday. Well, now it looks boring. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's get the bling and sticky things box out. There we go. We're gonna do 4. Like that. Close it up. Yes, I'm going to use this again. I guess I should have plugged my hot glue gun in, but I didn't. Why would I do a sensible thing like that? Silly people. I am not sensible. Come on. Come on now. Oh, wow. I'm telling you. I have to cut that last one off, I guess, because I just totally ruined it. I'll see what happens when the glue dries. She says not giving the glue time to dry. Okay. Oh, not done with you. Not done with you yet. Still trying to decorate. Some of these are really tiny. I printed them really tiny, but most of them I think are reasonable size. Penny, thanks for joining us. Oh, you hear gunshots out there. That's why you're coming in here clickety-clacking. I guess it's hunting season. I don't know. It's a thing around here, but I don't know when. I don't know when what seasons are. But I know that we live close to very close to two. I guess it's the same woods divided by the road back here to our house. Houses. You know, it's not, you just don't live back in the back of Beyond, but close, pretty close to the back of Beyond. Which is, you know, how my car became the victim of a suicidal deer. But yeah, I hear the hunters. Sorry, Penny, I don't know how to fix that. Place. I am having a hard time deciding what to put on this big tag. In her little corner, shaking, shaking, shaking. Sorry, darling, I can't go out there and tell them to stop. Please stop. You're disturbing my puppy. So we're going to cut this little part out of this label, tag, whatever it is. My hands are very shaky and unsteady today, so this is not going to be my finest hour. As, you know, Winston Churchill said. But he was talking about Britain's finest hour, so I'm sort of flipping the script. I know this is fascinating viewing, but again, I had no plan, nothing prepared, and so, you know, this is kind of what we get. Didn't listen to myself. I'm inking right on top, right over my work. I'm going to see if the glue stick will work on this, but it's very thick cardstock, and it's embossed, and it's going on to a piece of patterned or textured cardstock. So we shall see. Put it under here, under my craft mat for a minute. Gosh, and see how well it sticks. And let's see what we got in here. Words for words. I have quite the variety of words and phrases that I have little to no idea where they came from. I just like the look of that. This came out of a cut collage style book from Amazon. Yep, that worked rather well. Okay. forever. Guess I need to figure out what I'm going to put in here. Like there's something on every one of these blank pages in this signature. So we'll just continue the trend, shall we? Uh-oh. There we go, thank you. Here's another one of these with the big oval. Let's look at buttons. Here we go. I know I don't have any oval buttons, but button with a piece of lace behind it, and then that'll be just cute. I was trying to find something with a little bit lower profile, like something not as thick, but no. Well, I like that one. I wish I had access to my embroidery threads, because then I could, you know, thread it like a button. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Oops. I haven't left. I'm over here hunting. No, I'm not hunting rabbit. I'm hunting scraps. Okay. I have a nice variety of scraps. I think I want to use this one. But let's see. No, that's a fabric cluster. I don't like that piece of lace. So, looks like I'm gonna deconstruct this cluster. It's fine. I can always make more. Yep. I think I'm gonna pull out the big guns, because that's a lot to be gluing. That's a lot to be glued. Oh, that is so stinky. Stinky, stinky glue. Okay. And then one more glob here. Glue strings. Oh, they make me crazy. Okay. So, I haven't gotten nearly as far in this as I had intended to today, but we are very near the end of an hour, so we're calling it quits. Okay, so that's going to go there just like that. All right, well, crafty fun time is at an end. I should probably not close that yet. So, once again, thanks for joining me on my Monday Mayhem journey. And have a great day. Give this video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.